Joining us now from Washington, Fox News Chief Strategic Analyst, Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters. So, it's a meeting next week between Kerry and the Russian Foreign Minister. What do you think is going to happen?
Nothing. And as Wild Bill Shakespeare put it, nothing comes of nothing. Putin, he's such a sharp, cool customer. This guy, by agreeing to these talks next week, he's basically given us a lollipop to suck on while he robs the candy store. And, you know, Putin and his right-hand man, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, they realize that Kerry has no authority and Obama has no courage. And I think Putin, who is a sharp judge of character, Bill, has sized up Obama on this as Obama really doesn't care about Ukraine. It's an annoyance to him. It's a distraction. It's kind of like his attitude toward Israel. He just wishes it would go away.
So you believe that Putin is going to invade Ukraine? Because if that happens, President Obama will be forced to act and act in a very strong manner. He will be forced to do so.
I strongly disagree. Obama will impose some sanctions that will wither within a year or two. Putin knows it. Look, Putin would obviously rather gain his ends without military action, but he doesn't have 50,000 relatively elite troops on the border for nothing. He's not staging these provocations, and they are provocations in Luhansk, Kharkiv, and Donetsk in East Ukraine for nothing. And oh, by the way, I'll tell your viewers out there that, you know, the media is portraying these as mass demonstrations. The biggest pro-Russian demonstration has been about 1,500 people. These are hired thugs. They're Putin security people. There are a few die-hard pro-Russia, old commie types. But Putin wants, in fact, he feels he needs picturesque bloodshed. Ideally, some deaths of ethnic Russians, some blood on the streets, and then he will pull the trigger. That provocation, the one he can flash up pictures of, is going to be his excuse to go into eastern Ukraine. Putin doesn't shrink from any action to get what he wants, and we have no leader capable. Nowhere in the entire West do we have a leader capable of standing up to this ruthless, ruthless man.
Well, a couple of observations. Isn't it interesting? I've been doing this program nearly 18 years, and there's been no unrest in Ukraine, no persecution of Russian nationals or Russian speakers. This just happened after the Olympics. It just suddenly popped up. So, come on, it's a contrived issue. We all know it. Crimea is gone. Russia now controls it. So you firmly believe that Putin is going to roll in. But see, I'm not so sure, because once Putin does that, once he rolls into eastern Ukraine, invades this nation, then the West will be forced to act. Now, you may be right. It might be paper tiger stuff. It might be not effective, but they're going to be forced to do something. And, you know, Merkel in Germany is going to be forced to do something. Obama is going to be forced to do something here. And that will hurt Putin because the Russian economy is so shaky. So Bill, I'm not so sure he's going to go.
The Europeans are whores and the Americans are fools. That's what Putin thinks. And he's pretty close to the mark on this. Bill, I want to repeat one thing. Putin would much prefer to grab eastern than the rest of Ukraine without military action. But he will not shrink from military action if that's what it takes.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the May elections in Ukraine. I think he feels he needs to move before that, because the national elections in Ukraine would legitimize the government. Right now he can say, oh, the people in Kiev, the government, they're coup plotters, they're thugs, they're terrorists. He's got a relatively narrow window, I think, in his view. But look, we can't predict exactly.
When is the election scheduled for?
I think it's 11 May, but check the date.
May 11th? Okay.
Yeah, check the date. But it's in May, and it's going to elect a new president. It's going to be a nationwide election. And again, Putin doesn't. Military force is not his preferred means, but it's his ultimate means.
It's his only means. He's not going to get any part of Ukraine without it. The Ukrainians aren't going to give up their territory to Putin. He's going to have to seize it.
Bill, the bottom line is never underestimate Vladimir Putin. Our governing elite in this country has been chronically doing so because he doesn't fit their template. He's uncouth. He's not nice. He's not polite. He poses with his shirt off. Okay. But he is the most brilliant, ruthless, and powerful and capable world leader anywhere on the globe today.
All right, Colonel. The election is May 25th, for the record.
May 25th. Thank you.
Directly ahead.